Guillaume, I will ask you to take the mic. So Guillaume comes from another field that has nothing to do with travel, and this is not an easy field. And he had to make choices, and he decided to make these choices. He took some risks, and he will tell you that as an entrepreneur, you have to take risks. Because if you don't take risks, you can succeed. But within the risk is the challenge. Guillaume is in Guadeloupe. Guillaume, can you hear me? Yes, I do. Can you all hear me well? Oh, listen, that's crazy. It's real. It's not fake, okay? I will cry. Please stop your video. It's incredible. It's a shame. I will show you my video just for you to see the difference. Ah, that's great. That's great. Wonderful. You see how good I am, you know? I'm standing in the train. Okay, Guillaume, so tell us about your story.
Alors mon histoire, ça fait 12 ans que je suis dans
So actually, it's 12 years since I'm an entrepreneur in the field of real estate. I got different positions, counselor and coach. I was the director of a network and the commercial director. And I wanted to go back to my first love, which is going back on the field. It's not easy, but I love this. And actually, this job is very fulfilling, but very risky. Of course, you can make a lot of money, but you're lacking a lot of time. And a lot of people told me, if you make a lot of money, but you don't have time, it's useless. If you have time but no money, you can do small things, but it's complicated. But if you succeed in finding something that can help you to make both, it's the jackpot. And it is how I landed to this adventure that we will talk about. So how did you discover us? I discovered you thanks to Alexandre Bidot, who is in the adventure for 7 years. It is now 7 months since I'm in the adventure, and he's a friend of mine. I'm following him for a lot of years. See ourselves regularly. And I was fed up with seeing him in a plane, in an aircraft, making a story, and I was like, how can you do this? I want to do the same thing as you do. I want to be a digital nomad, a traveler. Explain. And like Clémentine, I attended a presentation of the concept, and I didn't think about this. I called him back and I told him, okay, I want to sign up. I want to be part of this club. I want to be a world traveler. So this is how I landed in the adventure of Travel Advantage, because first of all, it was to enjoy minus 20, minus 30, minus 40% when you're traveling. I'm not a big fan of the Black Friday because, actually, I don't have the time at that period of the year, to just dedicate time for this moment. And actually, this is better than the Black Friday because it's Black Friday all year long. Yes, of course. Okay, and so for you, first of all, it was the travel part who attracted you?
Voilà, c'est plutôt la partie voyage qui t'a amené à te dire, j'ai envie d'être là.
So
La première semaine.
This is first the travel who attracted you. Yes, the first week, because I wanted also to sit on an aircraft. But when I understood the interest of being in this club, I wanted to take part in and to learn. I had a strong will to come in. And as we said earlier, when you join a new concept, you have to understand what it is and you have to know it. And actually, what I discovered in MWR Life and Travel Advantage regarding the training time You have to train yourself, of course. But I find that there is an extraordinary interest, a lot of tools. And I thought to myself, well, if you can travel, it's great. But if you can travel and help people do the same, now I'm in Guadeloupe for 2 months. This is something I couldn't imagine before, because now I can do my business only with an internet connection and with my phone. And I can also enjoy a lot of activities with my platform. And it wouldn't have been the case previously. So the idea is that, okay, I decided to launch myself and to go all in at 300%. Okay, so first of all, you had your job in real estate, and finally you decided to do more. And what did your employer say? Actually, I was already a freelancer, so I was able to do what I wanted. It was a great advantage. But actually, they asked me to do some choices because I had some notoriety. And when I decided to begin communicating on travel, I was told, okay, you cannot communicate 100% on two different topics that are completely opposed, real estate on one side, travel on the other side. And actually, my choice was already done. But because in your life, you have to take risks and make choices. Otherwise, you can't expect extraordinary things. So I decided to put aside a part of my job to go all in this concept. And in 7 months, I have zero regret. But if I hadn't made this choice, I would probably have some questions, and I don't want to ask myself that kind of existential questions. But it's a choice that is not easy to do. You're burning boats. It is a career choice. It is a life choice. It is choosing your income. And this is not something we're encouraging, to make it extremely clear. Yes, absolutely. And please be extremely careful, because some of the companies you will see will encourage you to quit your job. Weren't you afraid? Absolutely not, because actually I love to exit my comfort zone. And at some point, I also had some struggles, some obstacles to overcome. But if you don't do things 100% or 300%, you will always ask yourself this question: what would have happened if? And actually, you cannot have this answer at the beginning of the path. You can only have it when you're running the path. So what makes the difference? Because you were knowing Alex, right? You were knowing the industry, but what did you do? Did you start alone? Yes, I started alone. 1 week after I signed up my partner, and she's now more than happy. She was also in real estate, like I was. So 7 months ago, I was alone, and today I have a great community that I was able to meet in Toulouse last week. Support absolutely crazy. No matter the time, no matter the destination, the CEO and founder who's always there to improve things, and it is more than appreciable. And today I have a wonderful team, because it's a great human adventure. There is always a person that that is exiting from the path, being extraordinary. And actually today we have a community of 600 people, and I didn't succeed in doing that kind of thing in real estate, because going fast is good, but you have to do things properly. Yeah, it is a business of people, like the British said. This is not doing some copy paste. This is a human adventure before all. And actually, as all the adventures, it's a great adventure because we don't have all the same character, the same background, the same courage. And actually, your growth is absolutely extraordinary. But this is the only, this is the smallest part of the iceberg. Because some people could say, well, Guillaume, he's lucky, he's spending 2 months in Guadeloupe, he's living a great lifestyle. But can you tell us about the other part of the iceberg, the part that we don't see? Actually, the great work that is to be done. Train yourself first, because, okay, booking a hotel on a platform, it's not very complicated, but all the things that are around are very important too. So I decided to, dedicate some time in my schedule to train myself fully, because I decided that if I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't be impacting people. And, look at my wrist, I don't have any clock. But at that time I had one, and I wanted to be a support for the people who would join me, because they are trusting us, they are trusting the product, and you cannot let people alone when they're joining you, like, well, I don't know, I don't have the answer, go on Google. It's not my philosophy at all. So I don't know 100% of the things, because we are always learning. But my phone is still ringing, even if I am at 8,000 kilometers from my country. I mean, working holidays, even if I have jet lag, I will try to answer you within the next 2 hours. And it's not easy because, almost 600 people. Let's imagine the 600 are sending you a message at the same time. It can be complicated. And sometimes we are also absorbing the emotions of people. Sometimes they are okay, sometimes not. We have to find solutions. So you have to be a support, you have to be a colleague. And this is that kind of thing that is not easy, but is there something easy in life, actually? And I don't think that what we're doing is the most complicated thing that you have to do in life. That's great. That's absolutely great. But actually, when you're moving forward, you're becoming a leader. So that's great because you have the lifestyle that you want. But on the other side, you also have a lot of solicitations because you're becoming a point of reference. I can remind you that there is an FAQ, approximately 50 pages. So please do not hesitate to send your teams to the FAQ. This is dedicated to ambassadors in your back office. You click to Academy, Marketing Tools, and you have the Q&A, okay? So you don't have to read everything at first, but look at the summary so that you will be able to move forward without soliciting your upline every time. So these are among the tools that we implement. So Guillaume, you're moving forward. 7 months. Did you fix your self-limits? Absolutely not. No. I'm starting to have some problems because I don't have enough room in my agenda to go on holidays. Sorry, September, it's always complete. October, we already have 4 trips. So this is that kind of problems that we have, but no limits because the adventure doesn't put us any limits. Anybody can do it at their own pace. So I have a pace with no limits. We only live once, and I don't want to have any regret at the end of my life. So no limits, but no pressure. And this is something difficult when we are an entrepreneur. We are all doubting. Even if we appear to be strong, you need to bounce back very quick and be consistent and persistent. So no limits. Why? Because if I have a leader and I have some doubts, will I transfer this to my teams? Yes. You know, a negative person will, I will not say contaminate because it's not true, but will impact hundreds of people. You know, ooh, if he's negative, something is not great, but also positive people can impact hundreds of people. So when you're positive, it's easier to go to your dreams, to catch your dreams. We all have weaknesses. We all are humans, but being a leader is not given. You have to learn it. And positive. Please, every day, some positive things. Find a solution, even if it's complicated, but instead of looking at what is negative, look at the positive. Mindset is key. So this is the mindset of an entrepreneur who's successful. Yeah, absolutely. This is not our this is not something specific to us, you know, seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. There is no solution, the earth is not turning around. You need to have the great mindset to succeed. Okay, I will invite you to read. Do you know Bronnie Ware? She's an Australian nurse who was interrogating people at the end of their life, and she sorted the different regrets that people have at the end of their life. The number one or number two is I lived the life that people wanted me to live, but not the one that I wanted to live. I was in a pace, in a social pace. I made what people told me to do, something that I was good at. But at the end of my life, I'm like, was it really what I wanted? And this is a question that we can ask ourselves. Is something that I'm doing really what I want to do? So it can be sometimes confusing, but it's also an opportunity to discover something more and to find solutions. And we are one of the solutions. So Bronnie Ware. W-A-R-E. Yeah, okay. I'm writing this down because since I'm reading, my mindset completely changed. And actually, the limiting belief that we are good in only one field is just a bullshit. We can be good in several fields, and we just need to believe in ourselves and not listen to people around, because if I had done this, I wouldn't have done what I'm doing now. So listen to your internal flame, to what you want and what you want most in the world. You know, for some people, it will be with their family 100% of their time. You know, I was in a life experience last year in Agadir with my partner, and we decided to go with our moms. And you know, we decided to have this moment together. And we spent a lot of great time with our moms. They had, you know, some sparkles in their eyes. And this is something that is deeply rooted inside. And you must be proud, absolutely. And actually, we already booked them a new life experience for this year. And were they persons who were telling you they were worried for you, they didn't understand your choice, etc.? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And even with some friends, when I talk about this with some friends, well, I don't understand. You're making real estate and now you're traveling and you can make money while traveling. What's this bullshit? And actually, if I had listened to that kind of people, I would probably be doing a tour of an apartment or of a flat or a house at that time, instead of being in Guadeloupe.
L'isolement, c'est très mauvais.
Yeah,
Hein.
and
Faut pas du tout
actually,
s'isoler. Mais effectivement, on n'est pas obligé de
we
penser à
also, what is
forcément
difficult
s'isoler.
is that
On peut avoir son
we
propre
don't have
avis,
to
on peut avoir envie de
isolate
porter
and,
le travail, on peut
tell
avoir
to
envie de
people, well,
partager
if
sa
you
vie
don't
avec
believe
ses
in
proches.
me,
Et donc, on peut
I'm
avoir
not
envie
talking to you
d'avancer
anymore, but
comme
we are
nous,
not
on l'a
forced
décidé,
to
et non pas comme
believe
eux
in
auraient
what they
préféré,
say,
par amour sûrement,
and
hein,
we
parce qu'ils veulent
can
nous protéger, ils comprennent pas bien
live
pourquoi
the
il faut nous
life in our
protéger.
own terms and
Mais
not the
d'un
way
autre
they
côté, c'est
want
pas
us
ce qu'on
to
n'arrive
live
pas, il
our
faut
life,
rester
because it's not what we
solide
want
dans
to
ses
do.
bottes, envoyer franc et
So
net, il faut être,
we need to,
voilà,
make sure of what we
entendre,
want,
mais pas forcément écouter.
listen,
Mais surtout pas
but
s'isoler.
Non,
Ça, c'est
not
pour moi,
isolate
c'est
and
de la
not
bienveillance qui va. Faut pas le prendre mal hein, quand les gens vous disent faites attention, c'est vraiment de
and
la
not follow what
bienveillance
they
et
are
la plus belle des victoires.
saying. Yes,
Et
because
je pense que ça aide beaucoup
often
pour certains, c'est quand on vous dit tu ne vas pas y
it's
arriver. Moi, quelqu'un qui me dit que tu vas pas y arriver,
it's just
il va
that they
tout
want to
réussir à
protect
déclencher
you.
en moi.
And actually,
Et ce qui est
when
marrant, c'est
a
les gens qui
person
m'ont
tells me,
pas cru au début,
you
qui m'ont dit
won't,
que ça avait
you
l'air
won't succeed,
farfelu. Donc, ouais, je me lançais, mais
well,
quelques
it's
mois après, ils m'ont
crazy.
recontacté sans que je revienne vers eux. Ils m'ont dit Guillaume, comment on fait pour faire comme
I
toi?
love
Et
these
ça, c'est la plus
people
belle des victoires.
because actually they are my
Alors,
Que j'ai jamais
strength.
coupé
c'est
le
ça.
lien avec eux.
A lot of
Jamais coupé le lien.
people
Exactement. Exactement. Et c'est
were
pour ceux qui le
skeptical at
privilégient dans
first
ce que tu
and
fais,
they contacted me again a
parce que
couple months
malheureusement,
after
on souffre aussi d'une
without
très
me
mauvaise
contacting
image
them,
que
and
beaucoup de sociétés
they
illégales
asked me how
véhiculent
did I do.
sur le marché du marketing de réseau.
Yes,
Et
actually,
ouais,
we are a
on est un
company that is
vecteur en fait
legal
de
on
Montréal
network marketing, and
qui
we are
mérite d'être
an
connu et qui commence à être
entrepreneurial
connu. Mais les gens ont peur
way
encore par méconnaissance parce qu'ils ont bah,
that
quoi,
is absolutely great, but a lot of
ils
people are still
transmisent
afraid
sur
because they
Internet,
don't
sur les
know about
moyens
us, they
d'indiquer que
don't
c'est la vie,
know
c'est comme ça.
about
On
our
fait avec, et c'est
industry,
comme
and they
ça.
are believing in what they see
Quand
on
le
the
système
internet.
s'inverse, on peut être très fier.
And when the
En tout cas, on est
system
très fiers de
is
toi, Guillaume.
switching,
On parle souvent de
Merci.
toi.
it can be great.
Et on
Well,
est
actually,
super
we are
fiers
really proud of you,
de ton
Guillaume,
état
and
d'esprit, de
proud
de
of
l'avancée
your
que tu as.
mindset,
Non,
proud of your
formidable.
growth. That's
Vraiment
absolutely
formidable.
amazing.
Vraiment
So,
formidable. Est-ce que tu veux donner le mot de la fin?
congratulations. And do you want to
Ouais,
say
le mot
something
de la fin,
more?
bah, déjà merci de m'avoir
Yep.
donné la parole.
Thank
Je
you
suis
very
très
much.
fier de
Thank you
faire
very
partie
much
de cette
for
belle
having me
aventure.
tonight.
Et le mot de
I'm
la
really
fin,
proud
c'est
to be part of this
on va répéter
adventure.
ce qu'on a dit,
And
mais n'ayez pas de
again,
regrets. Mon premier tatouage que je me suis
please
fait, qui est écrit sur
avoid
mon bras, il y a
having
écrit
any
One Life.
regrets.
On n'a qu'une
You
seule
see this
vie.
tattoo,
Et j'ai
one
envie de vous dire, les amis,
life.
profitez à fond de cette vie parce qu'elle peut être très
So
belle.
enjoy your life fully
C'est ça. Elle sera ce
because
qu'on
it can be
décidera qu'elle est.
really
Et
great.
c'est beau parce que ça peut fonctionner comme
Yes,
ça.
it
Merveilleux.
will be what we
Merci
decided
beaucoup,
to be.
Guillaume. Merci, Clémentine.
Marvelous.
Merci,
Thank you very
Flore. Merci pour ces
much.
beaux témoignages.